Okay, so range is a class within Ruby that's used quite a bit, and it represents an interval that starts with the first number and increments by 1 to the number that's specified. It doesn't even have to include a number. It could start out with a letter. The methods that exist in range class is not as substantial as some of the other arrays, and but it's still very important. These ranges are used quite a bit in if statement to do a lot of really cool things. Okay, that's kind of special to Ruby. So here I have some example. I created a range that starts from 1 to 5. I'm having it print on the screen the class name. So I do dot class, and there's an include question mark function. Include, that's the name of the function. So I'm saying print this on the screen if x also includes a number 3. And I say the last number of this range, there's the function called last, it returns an integer, and if that maximum minimum also returns an integer. The reason I did 2 underscore s is I cannot add a string and an integer. It doesn't make sense to add a string and an integer. So I take this string, I take this integer that's returned from x.last, and I convert it to a string. And then now I can add one string to the other. It just concatenates. Alright, so this is a more complete example. Let's say I want to generate an array that has A, B, C, D all the way to Z, and I want to shuffle that array, and then I want to convert it back to a string and put it. So here I take that array, take that range, convert it to an array, and then now that I got an array, I shuffle it, I randomly shuffle it, and then now I combine it back to a string and echo it out or put it out on the screen. So if I run this code, it says class name is range. It does include 3 in that range. Last number, maximum, minimum, and notice how it took that range A to Z, and I just did that all within just one line. I mean, in other programming languages, that could be about 5 to 6 lines. That all did it in one line. And if I run it again, this result should be different than this because it's shuffled. It is shuffled again randomly. Alright, so play around with this and make sure that you get familiar with the functions that are listed in the bottom of the video.